everyone. So I'm really excited to try something a little different today. A little while back, I met someone and they introduced me to this poetry challenge. So we each had to give each other 5 words, and then we had total freedom over the form and style, but we just had to utilize those 5 words in some way in a poem. So I had a lot of fun with that challenge, and I just thought it'd be cool to start doing it more and just challenge myself to grow in my poetry writing. So today I have this hat full of words. My family wrote a bunch of words down for me, and I have not seen these words. I have no idea what's in here, so it's gonna be interesting. But I'm gonna choose 5 of them, and then I'm gonna go ahead and write a poem right now. So let's do it. First word. Oh, help. Help. That's good. Okay. Rambunctious. Oh my goodness, okay. Help and rambunctious. Let's see, what do we got here? Yippee! And how many is that? 3? Okay, yes. All right. The last word is crawler. Okay, I know who that one was from. Okay, so those are my 5 words. Let's read them again. So we have help, rambunctious, yes, yippee, and crawler. Okay, let's go. Are you my little helper? Are you gonna help me? Okay. Olive, are you gonna write the poem? I think you can do it. Oh no! I didn't rhyme the right words. Okay, let's think. Even the creepy crawler of the night. Yep, for look to the bird. Yippee, they sing broke through the rock. Spoke life into my soul. Understands the joy. We did it! Challenge complete. I have to be honest, at first, some of those words I was a little nervous or just unsure, like, what am I gonna do with that? But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It took me about 2 hours. Pretty good. There were a few moments that I was like, oh my goodness, this has become a mess. So I felt pretty good once I got 3 stanzas. I was like, okay, cool, I think I'm done. But then, I don't know why, something wasn't sitting right with the last one. So then I ended up splitting it into 2. So I ended up with 4 stanzas. And then I kept going back and forth of like, what have I done? I just have like arrows all over the page. But I feel pretty good about where I ended up with it. So I'll go ahead and read it to you guys. You know, it might be a little rough, but let's go for it. Let's see if you can find the words along the way. Help, cries my rambunctious heart, so prone to deceiving itself. A stubborn and rebellious start, leaving wisdom to dust on the shelf. The one who broke through the rock spoke life into my soul. He heard my cry and answered back. Now to pursue him is my goal. For look to the birds who sing yippee, the wild winds, thunder's claps of praise. Quick to obey a word is the raging sea. All of creation functions through his loving gaze. Yet us fallen ones try to live by our own might. Not a blessing but a curse seen is the law. But even the smallest creepy crawler of the night understands the joy of saying yes to God. Okay, so there's the poem. Did you hear all the words? I think the word I was most worried about, like yippee, I think was the one that actually I was most worried about. It's like, oh man, how am I gonna fit that in there? I just started thinking of creation singing praise to God, and yes, that idea of like, oh, saying yes to God leads to joy. That kind of started to form as I was looking at those words. The crawler was tricky, but then it made me think of like some verses where it's like the creepy crawling things, and then so then I was like, oh, creepy crawler of the night. Yeah, so that was like my process. I liked help, and rambunctious too. I was like, okay, because I was just thinking of like my own rebellious heart, my own stubbornness. We can be so wild and crazy, and just like crying out help to the Lord to break us free from that. Today at church, we were just talking about really searching ourselves, you know, from Psalm 139, search me and know me, O Lord, and see if there be any grievous way in me and lead me in the way everlasting. So that's kind of on my mind today. Just that reminder of like, I need you to help work out my heart so that it would be in alignment with you. So that's kind of where that came from. And just this other thing that has been on my mind a lot for like several years, but just it's been coming up again, that like creation is doing what it was designed to do. Creation gets it. The bird flying in the sky, the bird is doing what a bird is supposed to do. You know, the tree is doing what a tree is supposed to do. And just all of creation is doing what it was created to do. When it's left to do that, it's so beautiful. It's this symbiotic existence, and everything is in harmony, and it's self-sustaining, and all these things. And that's what God designed it to do. And yet we are the ones who aren't doing what we're meant to do. We want to be gods over our own life. We think we understand how the world works and the way things should be done and how the earth should be used. And you kind of look and it's like, well, how are we doing? You know? And all of creation is just subjected to us in our lack of wisdom and the way we have abused this planet and abuse each other, you know, throughout history. It's just kind of crazy to think about, like, okay, we see obedience and following God's law as like this bad thing, as like a curse, as like a cage. But I just think it's so interesting because I wonder, you know, if we truly align our heart with Him, if we truly walked in the way we were designed to walk and surrender our own will and understanding of how we should be able to live our lives and how we should interact with this planet and outer space and everything, if we truly trusted God and did what we were created to do, you know, being in alignment with Him and loving on one another and caring for all living things, how much different would it be? You know, would it really be a cage, or would it actually end up being more freeing than we've ever understood. So that's kind of this idea that I'm always just kind of nulling over, and so I guess that kind of came out today. That's what I saw in the 5 words that I pulled, and I hope you enjoyed the poem today. Let me know what you thought of this video, if you enjoyed this challenge. Feel free also to leave a comment of any challenge ideas you might have, or any words that you'd like. You can go ahead and leave a word or a few and I'll write them down and add them to the hat, and then we'll do more of these in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. And scene! Woo! Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for more videos, and please leave a comment of any creating ideas you'd like to see in the future. This has been KO, here with you to create eternal perspective.